They dubbed Keith Thurman. They dubbed Keith Thurman as boxing's next big thing. And Robert Guerrero, he gets his biggest test to date. Alright. Now, you know, every fighter got to promote himself, I understand. But he kind of painted himself in the corner with this whole one-time thing. Because now everybody thinks that he's supposed to be a knockout artist. But the fight against Leonard Bundu, his last fight, which was a very good fight. It was a good fight. You know. Keith Thurman caught an adverse reaction from the crowd. Because ignorant fans, they just want to see a knockout. But I think against Leonard Bundu, he showed all the tools in the proverbial toolbox. He showed that he could box. Now, quiet as kept, Keith Thurman really doesn't have an inside game. You know, he prefers to box from distance, which is not bad. That's not bad at all. But he's going up against somebody like Robert Guerrero. Like I said, Robert Guerrero will be his toughest fight to date. And, you know, I don't understand why people dog Robert Guerrero. He's a world-class fighter. I mean, it's not the fact that, you know, that Robert Guerrero is a great fighter. It's just the simple fact that they just try to use him to discredit Floyd Mayweather's name. It doesn't matter if he was the interim WBC champion, i.e. Mayweather's mandatory. You know, it's crazy how they, you know, people discredit Floyd for fighting Guerrero, but yet Guerrero was Mayweather's mandatory. I don't understand that, but apparently you earned your spot to get a shot at the title if you are a mandatory. But you know, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Okay. Guerrero though, see, I like Guerrero. I like the Ghost better when he was at the lower weights, like 135 to 140, 135. He was more of a technical boxer then. He was definitely more of a technical boxer. He knew how to use the ring. I think at welterweight, when he fought Andre Berto, he adapted this straightforward warrior mentality. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm just gonna come and slug it out with you. And it worked for Berto. It worked for Berto. Will it work for Keith Thurman? I don't know. But I would like to see Robert Guerrero, if he is to win this fight, I'd like to see him use his ring smarts a little bit more. I mean, he's bigger than Keith Thurman, being that he's been at welterweight. He's been at welterweight longer, I believe. But I believe that Keith Thurman. I believe that Robert Guerrero, if Thurman is not careful, if he makes a mistake, Thurman could win this fight. I don't know why y'all sleeping on Guerrero, for real, man. Man, this tea good. Anyway, this tea good, man. Yeah, but Robert Guerrero can beat Keith Thurman. We all wanted to see what would Keith Thurman do against some of the bigger names in the in that division. We got our chance, and Keith Thurman got his wish. Because Robert Guerrero is not a slouch in the least bit. And if anybody thinks that Robert Guerrero is just going to lay down and just take a one-time, y'all are sadly mistaken if that's what you think. Robert Guerrero can win this fight. Okay? Robert Guerrero can win this fight. So, I mean, everybody's picking Keith Thurman. I would like to go for the upset because I like what Robert Guerrero brings to the table. But I got Keith Thurman winning on points. A majority decision / split decision on points. I kind of got him. I think this is such a pick'em fight that one judge could actually can say that Guerrero won the fight, and the other two judges say that Thurman won, or one judge can rule it a draw, and and the other two could say Thurman. One of those type scenarios. I think this fight is gonna be close, just like that. If I'm Keith Thurman, because like I said, Keith Thurman to me really doesn't have an inside game. He would be smart not to go for the knockout. He would be smart not to go for a one time, because Robert Guerrero is a crafty fighter. He's not stupid. The man has a great IQ in the ring. He is not a slouch. Do not sleep on Robert Guerrero. I'm telling you what I know. Do not sleep on this guy. Alright? Please don't. You're hurting yourself. This is a great test for Keith Thurman, man. If he could beat Guerrero, in all fairness, if he could beat Robert Guerrero, that could very well put him in line for a shot at Mayweather for Mayweather's 49th fight. He's Floyd's mandatory coming off the biggest win of his career. That's what Floyd is looking for in his opponents. And he's going to do it on national television. Think about that too. So everybody going to know who Keith Thurman is, and that'll make his name bigger, and that'll make, Floyd take notice of him. That's not bad. Keith Thurman has a lot to gain from this. And I'm sure Robert Guerrero wouldn't mind another crack at Mayweather himself. So, I got Keith Thurman winning this one. Keith Thurman needs to be smart about this and don't do anything stupid. If you do that, I think he's gonna win. He's gonna win on points. 7 rounds to 5. Alright. That's my prediction on the Thurman Guerrero fight. This one should be good though. No lie.